Hello, welcome back. Welcome to my salted caramel spread video. Oh mate, this one is a keeper. Alright, so first of all, what we need is 125 grams of butter chopped up. We need half a cup of thickened cream, half a cup of water, 1 cup of white sugar, and 1 teaspoon of natural sea salt flakes. Now you have to get the flakes, okay, the sea salt flakes. If you put normal salt in, it will taste like shit. You must get them. It's about $8 a box, so it is a bit on the pricey side, but it does last forever and you can use it in heaps of recipes. Now if you wanted to do normal plain caramel, all you do is exactly what I'm doing now, but you wouldn't add the salt to it, and then you've got your normal caramel spread. Now if you want to go one step further, once we add the salt, if you want to add 1 tablespoon of smooth peanut butter, you have peanut brittle flavour. Mate, I've already made that one. I've got it in the fridge. It is divine. Now, you can use them as presents. They're awesome, like around Christmas, that make them up and give them out. They only last up to 2 weeks in the fridge. Okay, so it's not something you can make ages before or whatever, do you know what I mean? Because you need to give them time to use them as well. So I'd only make it a few days before you were going to give them out. So the first thing you're going to need is jars. Now, 1 batch of this takes 2 jars, okay? So you want a couple of jars this size with lids. You want to wash them, you want to rinse them really well, you want to tip them upside down on a tea towel on the sink, and then they're all ready to go. Okay, the next thing we do is we get a saucepan. We need a nice heavy one with a thick base on it, alright? You can't use a light one. With the heavy thick bases, the caramel, when it bubbles, will be all even. If you have a really light saucepan, it can't make it even and your caramel won't work. So it's really important to have a heavy one, and we need a whisk, alright? So the first thing we do is we put in 1 cup of white sugar and half a cup of water. Now I've got an electric stove top, so I'm going to put mine on 2 to start with. So what we have to do is we have to melt the sugar into the water properly first. So when you go like that and you can't hear that sugar crushing anymore, it's all melted in, then we're going to boot it up to boil it. Now while that's warming up, you have to have everything absolutely ready to go. So I'll have half a cup of cream sitting here waiting, and I'll get a teaspoon measurement out, and I'll have my teaspoon of salt sitting there waiting, and a tablespoon, if you're going to do the peanut brittle one, like I said, I've already done it, you want a tablespoon of that sitting there ready to go as well, okay? You want to be able to have your butter chopped and have it near your stove top, so as soon as our caramel base is ready, we can grab our butter really easy, because everything's just got to go boom, boom, boom. Okay, it's just starting to boil now, so we take out our whisk, and now we do not touch it at all. We put a timer on for 10 minutes and we leave it. Do not stir it, just leave it go. At this stage we're up to about 8 minutes, we've got a couple to go. So now what we want to do is we want to fill our jars with hot water out the tap, and we want to put our kettle on. Alrighty, now we're at the 10-minute mark. So now we want to empty out our jars from the tap water, and we want to fill them up with the water out of the boiled kettle. It's a waiting game. So what we've got to do now is you just got to be patient and wait. It's going to go a real light yellow colour first, and then when it goes a little bit darker to an amber colour, you got to smash this out straight away. So it's all in the patience, okay? It takes longer because we've done it with the water. Some people just do it with just sugar, but I love doing it this way because it's pretty much no fail as long as you're patient. Okay, so now we're just going to watch it basically until it starts going yellow. Alright, it's been about another 7.5 minutes so far, and I don't know if, I'm hoping you can see, it's thicker, so you know it's almost ready, and it's just a really pale sort of yellow colour at the moment. It's just starting to go there. Alright, a minute later it's gone the yellowy colour, so we just want it to get a little bit darker than that. Alright, a minute later, that is perfect. So you're not getting it before it goes real brown, but you're getting it definitely a dark, dark yellow. That's exactly what we want. Now what we want to do is very carefully, make sure there's no kids around when you make this either, is I'll put my whisk in first, just to stop the splashing, and then start putting your butter in. just bits, a few bits at a time. And you want to do this until you've melted your butter, which takes hardly any time at all. As soon as the butter's all melted through, you've got to take it straight off. Okay, that literally is taken 10-15 seconds. You can see a tiny bit left. As soon as it's done, like so, straight off the stove top and onto your bench. Now, as soon as you hit the bench, you count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. In with your cream, slowly while you're stirring. It will foam up. Now, if you want just plain caramel, you leave it right there as it is, and that is plain caramel. Now, salted caramel, you add it now. If you wanted your peanut brittle, you also add that now as well. The tablespoon of smooth peanut paste would go in right now, and just keep stirring. 2 minutes later, we let it sit there for a couple more minutes. Okay, a couple of minutes later, empty out your jars with your boiling water. Shake them. Like that. Give it another little quick stir. Pour it in them. Oh yeah, baby. Make sure you can see. Oh. Jeez, I love cooking. Have I told you that before? Do them and then just keep topping them up until you get them even. Oh mate. Now if you wanted to do that fresh, you could do it just like that. Leave it sit there for a couple of minutes while you've got your dessert ready, and you can just bang on all your hot salted caramel as a sauce. Or put the lids on now. They will literally take an hour sitting on the bench here to cool down enough to whack them in the fridge. Damn, there we have it, my friends. I don't know how well you're going to see them in this stupid camera. Caramel, salted caramel or peanut brittle. Oh mate, they are so awesome. In the description below, I'll put in everything you can use them on, how you use them, how you heat it up, how you store it, the whole lot. I'll put it in there. Now, the peanut brittle I did this morning, so it should be set enough for me to show you. Look at this. So you use it as a spread, okay? So my favourite thing to do is spread it on toast with banana. Anyway, I'll write it all down below. And then when you heat it up, it goes that beautiful, thick, runny. I knew I was going to do that. Well, you have an awesome night. See you later. Bye. Oh.